How's everyone today, or this evening, or late afternoon, depending on where you are? Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Songhill. Hey, Songhill. Are you subscribed to our friend Jennifer? She is growing her channel. She'd like to get to 50 subs. So, all the help is appreciated. Hey, Kat. How are you? Burpee Fisherman says hello. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm shooting for an hour's live stream. I say this every time. I never make it. Let's see. Stuart says Happy New Year's. I'm new here. Michael says, hey, y'all. Squirrel Sniper's here. Great members drop. What do you mean, Sniper? Peppy says, greetings all. Hey, Marie. Give me a second. All right. I don't know if this is going to work, Stuart. Oh, the last video.
Right, can you hear me now?
You can hear you better.
Good.
Hey, poor man. Dan, how are you?
Hi, Dan. Hi, Marie. Squirrel. Michael.
So,
Cat and Jack. Songo and Jennifer.
what do you guys want to talk about in the chat? Put the subject out there.
Well, I've just been on a video call to Debs.
Oh, yeah? How's she?
She's all right. She's got a chest infection type of thing. She's going to be coming in the chat soon.
Good.
But just checking up on her. She actually phoned me. There she goes. Hey, Debs.
Hey, Debs.
So yeah, she could do with some support.
Yep. I always do.
Healing prayers.
Let's see. Poor man says, good brother, you? Doing pretty good, Dan. Appreciate you stopping in on those kettlebell workouts. Those are the days when I definitely need a little bit of especially tomorrow, because I start 2025, 4 months away from my birthday, means I'm 4 months away from testing myself. So it's full time pretty much with the 16 kilograms for now. Hopefully some 18 kilograms soon and some 20 kilograms soon. But I'm going to see how long I can get it for tomorrow with the 16s. The most I've done is 5 minutes. That's the most I've tried for. I'd like to at least get 6. Competition time is 10 minutes. So we'll see what I can get. I'm not going to get 10 minutes, but if I can get 6, I'll be happy. So again, I appreciate you guys being there. Michael says, so this year, my plan is to do more premieres, which means longer stories that are based on actual facts eventually, and have 11 days left until the new name change. Cool. You see no reason why your plans won't bring you awesome results, Michael. I like hearing people who know exactly what they want. You know what I mean? This is the goal. This is what I'm working towards. It's important. However, there's other ways of doing it too. You can be guided by inspiration.
I might have to drop Jace a bombshell.
What's that? You gonna challenge him to Holy Grail? You gonna have a burpee off?
I'm not wanting to be as ripped as Jace. My body's not going to be that type.
You never know what you can look like.
I'm not wanting to be ripped or shredded. what I want is from my top half to basically be like Bulk.
You know who you could a good body to hold as an ideal? Dan. Dan's got size and he's lean, but he's not like super ripped like Jace. He's just got like the right amount of muscle and the right amount of leanness. Looks good, looks powerful. That's a good look. So Debs, how you doing, my friend? Marie says, Yogi, Skibidi Sigma. Hey, I got complimented for saying
No,
that.
it's what
Someone
Michael.
has,
It's what Michael just said in chat. It's like I know that you go behind chat, but I'm just laughing what Michael's just said. You'll get to it eventually.
eventually. Hey, Skits, what's up? Deb says, hey, Michael, and Squirrel and Sword cheered me up too. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Sampa says, I'm hoping this thorn from today's climb doesn't need surgery as it knuckle deep well. Parakantha? Did I say that right? Probably not. Wow. That is, man, that's coming right after your splinter too. What, last week or the week before?
Yeah. I did a live going shopping and Squirrel came in and he's like, I've just dealt with the most prickliest tree shrub stupid thing that I've ever dealt with. I was like, oops.
Yep, Michael says you're going to look like a defensive lineman in the NFL. You remember Bill Casimir?
Yeah.
That's a good look.
I mean, Bill Cosmire, you got trying to think who else there is. I mean, the Stallman brothers. They're. I mean, they've got a stomach, but it's not like fat.
Right.
It's like muscle. So, hey Jennifer,
Deb
welcome back.
says you're so far ahead of me. I'm like a so stretched yoga sitting down mostly. I'm gonna. I need to find out if I pay for a membership for someone, do I get to pick who gets it? Because I like to get a membership for Debs. I'd like to get a membership for Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer.
You
Jennifer,
can
definitely.
you can pay for your own memberships.
But do you get to pick people out? That's
Now,
what I don't know. Is it random?
I know how to do this, right? Now, if you have complete faith in me, Yogi,
No.
I know. Well, you're going to have to. So listen carefully. Before you do a public live, right? The only reason I know how to do this is because Bulk's done it. I'm going to pass this knowledge on to you.
Hey, Brett.
Don't do a public live. You do an unlisted live, right? Deb's 99 cents a month. For Yogi's chat. What you do is you do an unlisted live, and if you got an email for the people, such as Jennifer, you send them a link to this unlisted live, and they will get a membership given directly to them from you. Bulk had to do that with a mate of mine called Simon that's been in your chat, Simon XCX.
Right.
Do it for him. And
Sorry to hear about your cousin, Marie.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it through PayPal.
Yeah, I remember when you got that out, Sniper. So this is deeper.
Right, so let me see. Knuckle. So this has gone, what, between his knuckle or actually on his knuckle?
I don't know. Day 2 of the weight vest challenge for Dan. Yeah, I saw Leo do it. Hey, Carl. Happy New Year, my friend.
Dan's a beast.
Dan is a beast.
He's. I tell you, Dan is going to be. I would say pound for pound stronger than Leo.
I think Dan's probably one of the strongest burpee practitioners out there because he does a wide variety of stuff. He does more than just burpees. You know what I mean? He does stone lifting. He does a lot of rucking, some homemade kettlebell stuff, lots of pull ups. He's well rounded for sure. And when he did his 1,000 rep set of partial squats, crazy.
I mean,
That's a
I
whole
look
nother
at
level.
try to think who else is like Dan.
I don't know if it takes PayPal or not, Debs.
It does. It does. I've done my membership through your PayPal, through my PayPal.
Debs says
You just
prayers for all who are sick or hurt. Thank you, Debs. Joining in that prayer with you. It's in the one in the middle knuckle. Marie says, I love these. So thank you, Marie. We love having you here. You add to it. You enhance the quality of the live streams. What's going on, Carl? How come you're not a happy camper? Marie says, I gotta go. My beautiful bestie, who is my Italian Pooks, is texting me. Understandable. Gotta be careful when we get older. We do. Zephyr says, greetings to Brett. Hey, Specs. How you handsome devils?
Hey,
She seems.
Specs.
Thank
Hey,
you for
Brett.
that.
Well, tell you one thing. I have never felt better. I mean, if you were to say this to me like 3 months ago, are you happy?
Funny thing is, we don't realize we're unhappy until we actually discover happiness. This is what Thoreau said about living a life of quiet despair. The vast majority of us, I'm going to bring that quote up. The vast majority of us live a life of quiet despair. I would say all of us. And we don't even realize how unhappy we are until we get a glimpse of actual happiness. And now you're getting a glimpse. But let me tell you something. It only gets better.
Oh yeah.
Right now you're on the cusp because you're doing a lot of physical stuff. But when you start deepening meditation practice, when you start changing your thoughts around, when you start really truly, because like right now you're practicing forgiveness, but it's still so new for you. But you're already lighter, you're already freer. It still pulls you back. I've been doing this forever, and it still pulls me back, but less so than ever before. And it doesn't stay. I'm almost instantly out of it. So yeah, it's just, man, the future is bright. But here's the thing: that doesn't necessarily mean that everything is always unicorns and pixie dust. Life is tough, but now we have the tools to help us navigate through the toughness, and we're happy. True happiness is independent of the situations that our life are faced with. You can be happy even when you're grieving. You can be happy even when you're sick. You can be happy even when whatever. Give me a second. Let me catch up.
Yep.
Hey, friend,
When you go.
relaxing.
Hi,
Hey,
relaxing.
Leo.
That's right. That and Hulk. Hello. And everybody else that I've probably missed and said hello, but hello everybody.
I gotta go all the way up. Marie, I did read all that. I can read it again. Beautiful bestie, who is my Italian Pooks, is texting me. Marie said, yep, I did read that. Specs is saying hi. Dan says, we all got strengths, weaknesses, holes. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. Yeah, you and I have talked about that before, Dan. We were talking about the overhead strength. That is something that is missing a lot in the burpee community, putting weight over your head.
Chin ups. That's what I'm wanting to do.
You'll get there. It'll definitely get easier as the weight drops. Jennifer says, I was talking with my friend, that she is very, very smart. So she said, you do not get to choose who it goes to.
You do if it's on a non-listed live.
Right.
So
Deb
you
says,
could
Carl,
basically go non-listed as long as you've got their email address. You could send them a link and they can join you.
Okay.
And then you can give them memberships out.
Hey, Selma. Deb says, when you and I would make a good team, I don't have health insurance in February. You don't have it until February. I'm glad you'll get it in February. I don't know if I will have mine in February.
Come to Scotland, you get your healthcare for free.
Yep, Americans don't want that. We've tried. I'd love it. I'm all for it. No one should suffer. No, we have the resources that everyone could get terrific. But I don't want to get in it. You and I have talked about it before.
I'm
The
sorry,
line of-
Yogi. Please forgive me what I'm about to say. Are
don't.
Americans stupid and dumb?
I understand what you're saying. Everyone should wish everyone has healthcare for every single one. No one should suffer. No one should. We have the capability that everyone could be healed. Everyone could be well. Everyone could
We've
have
got that
conditions
here.
taken care of, but we don't.
We've got that here. We've got that here.
I know. I know. We'll talk about this in private sometime. Spec says, Selma, there's my girl. Snipper says, Debs, I just got to fix myself before the new adventure and not overlapping with different injuries.
Fishy gotta chill.
Leo says, much love, Yogi. Wishing you a great day. Thank you, Leo. I'll be wrapping things up. Specs is saying hi to everyone. Thank you, Specs. Bree says, I'm going to stay in this live and video call my Italian BFF. Well, I appreciate you staying in. Specs says, how are you, Selma? Have a good New Year. Deb says, Squirrel, we both need a break. It's been one thing after another. At the same time, though, Debs, you've gotten some pretty amazing news. What's up, relaxing? Bree says, your new air fryer came, Songhill. Now you can bonk people in my lives with it. With an air fryer?
We
Someone says she's
wasted
doing
an air
well.
fryer. That's a waste of an air fryer.
Seems like it.
Well, be most likely to be a waste of an air fryer was to be smashed up over somebody's foot.
Marie is threatening Selma with a finger wag. Thank you for that song, Selma. Deb says, Alma, Selma, so happy for you both. Fix is actually do want free healthcare. Me too.
Then what you guys should do is put it in some kind of form of writing and have it discussed. Take
It
it
has been.
to Congress.
It has been for a long time. You want to know something? It never used to be a political issue. In 1972, Richard Nixon, a Republican president, was actually working towards presenting a universal health care package until Watergate came up. But then it became a political issue. It became a right versus left, unfortunately. It shouldn't be. It's a people issue. And every person should be taken care of. No one should have to pay. A lot of it has to do with profit of insurance companies. No one should have to pay an exorbitant price for insulin. Also,
to me,
speaking of healthcare, it should be healthcare, meaning it shouldn't be sickness care. We should begin with health and helping people increase and maintain their health. And then if they get sick, we have the universal care for that as well. You know, we should be focused on enhancing health and lifting people out of sickness and illness into health. This is what
That's
you're
why
doing.
it costs you National Health Service, because if you're sick, they
Hey,
help
Joe.
you get better.
Speck says my family thinks I'm a socialist. That's the problem. If you say universal health care, people think socialism. However, they're perfectly fine accepting Social Security. They're perfectly fine with having a fire department, with having a police department, all of which are funded universally by taxes. It would be the same. Libraries, schools. We got to get rid of terms. We got to get rid of insults. That if you think someone should be cared for, you are this. You know what I mean? It's not. Specs, you are not a socialist nor a non-socialist. You are a caring, beautiful human being who doesn't want to suffer, and you don't want other people to suffer. That's a pretty amazing thing to be. And if you talk to people one-on-one, most people want that until they start applying those labels on everyone. How are you doing, Joe? Fix is, you really are beautiful, Selma. Inside too. Selma is. Absolutely. Deb says we have free healthcare here if you're considered poor. True. Well, for now.
If you're poor or rich, doesn't really matter.
Right. Now, I have healthcare now because of Affordable Health Care Act. However, that was up in 2017, 2018. It was up for a vote, and it was going to be abolished. It was saved by one vote, John McCain. John McCain became a pariah in his party for saving affordable health care. He passed away soon after that. We do not have any more John McCains. We're people who don't worry about party. They worry about people. They realize that they are representing. John McCain was representing Arizona. He wasn't representing a political party. He was representing people. So I refuse the label of any political party. I am me. I support people. I love people.
I love Dan. I love Dan. Mm. You
Deb
just
says
don't
I got
pay.
food poisoning in my high school. Huh?
Dan's like, you do get free healthcare here, you just don't pay.
Songa says one is called Obamacare. That was a nickname that was given because it wasn't supposed to be successful. So they wanted it to stick to Obama. It's actually called Affordable Health Care. Here's the thing, in Kentucky, it's called Kentucky Care. Here's what one voter talked about. When they were talking about the abolishing Obamacare, he said, I don't care. Get rid of it. It's horrible. It doesn't matter to me because I have affordable health care. Not realizing it was the same thing. And that's the problem when people think this will affect you, but not me. That's the problem with politics. We think, hey, as long as it doesn't affect me. But there's no way. It affects all of
But
us.
then it affects everybody in the long run. It might be a short term thing, but then you've got to think that just because you've got that short term, like, oh, this is good.
Right. Deb says, Yogi, you should qualify for Medicaid unless you're rich and not saying. Oh man, if I was rich, I'd be saying it. If I was rich, I'd be smoking big fat cigars and lighting them with $100 bills right in front of everyone in the live stream. I'd just take a $100 bill, sit on a fire, light my cigar, sit here and smoke, drinking champagne, eating snails.
You need to put that stuff in tequila first.
Eating caviar on top of snails, on top of fancy crackers.
Lobsters.
I don't know
Lobster
why. Yeah.
thermidor.
Oh, I'd
Lobster
be like,
thermidor.
I'm not going to be a vegan. I can afford steak now. I'd be talking to you guys in the chat, chewing on a piece of steak, chewing on a piece of steak right now, saying,
now
"Oh
we know
man,
the reason.
being a vegan is for suckers."
You've just let your secret out the bag, Yogi. Now we know why you're a vegan, because you're poor. And if we were to give you money to get meat, then you'd be sussed. You'd be all right. Can
Here's
someone
the
drop a
secret.
50, can somebody drop a $50 donation to Yogi so I can get a steak?
It would never happen. Here's the thing, Debs. I actually am rich because I need so little in life. I need so little. I need to buy cat food. I need some groceries. I got a house that's paid for. I live in a place that's heavily taxed because I live in a very well-off area, and extremely. It's, I believe, one of the top 10 richest counties in the United States. So the taxes are high. It wipes me out. It's taken 3 years of taxes have almost wiped out my savings. But if I've mentioned before, if I made like 1,000 on YouTube, $1,000 to $1,100 a month, I would be like rich, even though it would still be considered poor in my area, because my needs are so simple. I don't buy anything extravagant. If I had a little left over to buy an occasional book, I'm in heaven. I'm happy, and I don't want any more. I love my life. I love everything I do. I love everything about my life. What have I missed?
So you actually eat cat food on toast?
My cats would not hear of it. They'd be like, "That's us. That's for us. Go back to your lentils and rice and your potatoes." Spec says I qualify for governmental health care. The problem is you don't get any care unless it's life-threatening because of all the medical systems in California is way overstressed. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Specs. It shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this complicated. Hey, Duncan. Stuart says, were you stiffed after your burpees? And whereabouts?
You got sad news.
But
I'm not allowed to do burpees.
you're not allowed to do burpees? According to who? God? God doesn't want you to do burpees?
No, no, the neighbor upstairs.
What does he care? He's upstairs. I could see if it was downstairs.
He banged down on my live stream yesterday because I was doing burpees.
Oh, we'll find a place. Do some burpees outside. Look at Dan.
It's
Dan,
free.
tell Stuart he'll do burpees outside unless it's negative 10 degrees. Negative 10.
It's -3 here.
But yeah, we're talking Fahrenheit. You're talking Celsius. So that would be 10 degrees below freezing. But anyway, Duncan wants to know if you were sore.
Funny matter, trust me.
Vic says, thanks, Selma.
I was on live stream with Jules and I got banged down because I was busy exercising. And Wendy felt so ill yesterday. She didn't eat.
Well, Sniper says you won't be a yogi though. Yeah, if I eat meat, you could be a vegetarian. But you know, I practice the first principle of yoga, which is ahimsa, which means non-harmfulness. Anyway, Duncan wants to know if you were sore after your burpees with me.
I wasn't bad. I wasn't bad.
Good. Deb says California is really bad. My friend just passed from improper care. Wow, at nursing home for rehab.
It wasn't middle of the night. Me and him have got a problem. We don't see eye to eye.
Who?
I was reading one of your songs saying it's not his business unless it's middle of the night. This wasn't middle of the night. This was the middle of the afternoon, and I got banged down.
But what can you do? But what can you do? What can he do?
Me and him have already had scraps. He kicked me in the face. This is another reason why I'm building myself up. He kicked me in the face. Twice over.
Well.
And I'm not scared to say it. He's a paedophile. He's a convicted paedophile 3 times over.
Well, but let's not have this conversation.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Right.
I was
Not good
hoping to
for,
bounce those off,
right.
but when someone go ask the question,
Yeah, those things get flagged. Duncan says if I were rich, I would buy my very own basement and do burpees all day. That's not a bad idea. I would expand my basement.
I'd bury him.
Yeah, I would do my burpees outside then. Or I would still do my burpees and say, hey, it's only for half an hour, put up with it. Someone says, shout out to Duncan. Indeed, shout out to Duncan. Duncan definitely deserves a shout out. Duncan's been a good friend for a while now. Actually, for over a year, Duncan's been a good friend. Sniper says, tell him you're getting fit to put extra muscle on.
Watch my live back from yesterday, Squirrel. You'll see.
Michael says, I'm a megatarian. That's a compound word. I just came up with it. It means meat and vegetarian. Nice. That's why I tell people I'm a vegan for ethical reasons. I don't expect anyone else to ever do anything that I do. But I think people eating plant-based is the way to go. Plant-based means that you still eat meat, you still eat fish, but the majority of your plate is vegetables. And that's the way it used to be. That meat was more of a side dish. It wasn't always easy to come by for the vast majority of people. Theo says, fishy, you got to chill. You hear my cat complaining? Oh, Joe says, I thought Fisher was lighting up a joint. It sounded like a Medgetarian. Medgetarian. Stepper says he's afraid you'll get fit. This is true. Spec says, I want to be a vegan, but I usually eat chicken and fish. I can't help it. That's okay. If you think of it as a flexitarian, you're a vegan until you eat chicken and fish, and then you go back to being a vegan. You heard me say this before. When I first became a vegan, I was told by a 20+ year vegan, aim for the bullseye, be happy when you hit the target. Spec says, I've never done a burpee, but I'm going to try this week. I think I need a new exercise routine for my mental health. I know you walk a lot, and walking is wonderful for mental health, as is slow running. People start running and they immediately start thinking, how do I get faster? You don't need to be faster. Slow running has so many benefits. It's good for the joints. It doesn't break you down. You can keep it up forever. As does walking. What's that?
Fast walks. Fast walks.
Fast walking. Brisk walking. I absolutely love brisk walking. I'm going to do a video sometime on brisk walking. It's also
huh? We'll do live on
it. Be hard holding my camera.
Chest pain.
I don't have that. I'm not one of you rich, fancy Scotsmen. I don't have money to buy toys like that. I can't go out and buy fart machines like you do.
Right. You used to buy things from the internet with. Use Amazon. You just ask for a chest mount. Go on eBay. Chest mount for your phone.
I don't have money to buy a chest mountain.
It's only $9.
I can't afford steak. We just had this conversation. If I could get a chest mount, you don't think I'd go out and get a big old piece of cow? I wouldn't.
You know what I mean, though.
I do. Duncan actually suggested that as well about doing my walks. Hey, Chris. Let's see. Chris has been a vegetarian for 12 years now. I was vegan for a couple of years until I lived in India, and that changed my mind about dairy products. Got you. I've been vegan for over 15 years now. Spec says, oh, that Selma is just who she is and is open. I'm kind of like that too. Selma is a wonderful example of how to live your life spontaneous, free, and in a loving fashion, and to not hold a grudge. Oh, Duncan says, with that email I'm used to. Yes, and I'm sorry I haven't replied. I can't reply to emails on my phone, so I need to bring my Gmail up on my desktop. It was a lot of information, extremely useful.
Squirrel was timed out in the channel for saying animals hunt other animals, creating a natural balance in nature. He said this in my live stream earlier.
Where
And I
was
was
he
like,
hanging out?
"What?"
Michael says, I'll eat anything that doesn't eat me.
Well,
Selma
yogis are
says
cool.
she farts in the toilet. Well, if you gotta fart, that's probably the best place to do it.
Squirrel, you need to send me that link.
Spec says, flexitarian, I love that. My vegan cousin likes to shock people by telling them she's vegan because she just thinks animals are disgusting. Well, she hates my pets even. Someone says, we gotta ignore my haters. That's the way to do it. And for me, I don't see anyone as a hater. If you're teaching me a very important lesson about forgiveness, if you're teaching me a very important lesson on letting things go, if you're teaching me a very important lesson that I can choose peace or I can choose love in this very moment, how can you be a hater? You're teaching me the most valuable thing in the world. You're actually showing me an immense amount of love. You have my spiritual well-being at heart.
I just and I think I've just dissected it.
What's that?
She says the word fart. See when she says the word fart.
Uh-huh.
That's every baggage that she's letting go of.
Could be. Letting go of baggage through
Well, you can't hold a fart in, can you? Nobody can hold a fart and it just comes out.
this is
Baggage
true.
gone.
So you need to have your own little section on your live streams. The gaseous wisdom of Stuart. The way of the fart by Stuart.
Should turn this.
The
Should I do
wisdom.
this for my?
Uh-huh.
Should I
The
do this for my
wisdom.
members only? Should I do this
Sure.
members only.
Wisdom from the Fart Center. See what you've inspired, Soma? Spec says, I've eaten gator, I've eaten frog legs, chicken heart. I've had chicken heart. We were redneck growing up. And chicken liver. Do you see Leo?
Thank
Steak
you,
for the
Leo.
goat. Much love. Time for dips. Enjoy the dips. Thank you so much, Leo. It's steak time, guys. Of course, it's going to be vegan steak, and they do have it. Spec says, I just pray for haters, Selma, because if they were happy inside, they wouldn't have hate in their heart. Very true. And that's sad for them. I just hope that they get happy, and then they'll probably be nicer. That's
Leo, I love you.
beautifully said, Specs. Hey, Specs.
Have you seen?
If you want
Have you
help
seen
with
what
some,
Leo?
I will in a second. If you want help with some yoga, let me know. We will start exactly where you are. And everyone thinks, yoga needs to be this we need to work up to these intense 90-minute sessions. I've gone full circle. I've gone from these intense 90-minute Bikram yoga sessions, sometimes twice a day, to very gentle, happy 20-minute yoga asanas. Michael says Stuart can call the segment Funk Master Flex. I like that. Spec says, I agree with the sentiment about hate. I try not to use that word at all. Yeah, I try to be selective in my thank you, Eric, in my speech as well. Songho says, thanks for Yogi. Specs says, thank you. I should take everyone out for a steak dinner.
Have you
You all
seen
like
what?
beef?
Have you seen what Burpee said?
Not yet. Oh, under a couple of dollars, you got your cow. This is true. So why settle for a steak? I can get a whole cow and keep it alive. Cow's a vegetarian. We'll hang out. We'll have salad together. This is true. Leo has opened my eyes. I'm back to being vegan, guys. This is the second time a cow has turned me vegan. I mentioned before, it was a photo of a cow that made me vegan. Duncan says, I have a plan to monetize my channel with the workout plans, which will hopefully also help people. My channel name will change geared towards program's team name. What are you about 7 today as well? I'm looking forward to this, Duncan. Can you give us an early hint? Chris, my friend, thank you so much. No meat, just get a nice vegan steak for your burger. Thank you. See that?
I know what vegan steak is. I know exactly what vegan steak is.
A salad?
It's an aubergine.
A tomato?
No, it's aubergine.
Hey, they just released the McPlant burger. McDonald's has their own plant burger.
Are you going to try?
Probably not.
So you make.
Milk and I would eat. We would have get the Impossible Burger and the other stuff. But only when we were traveling. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Sniper says, so Red Roygon and have Highland cattle.
You need a tartan. Used to be Jimmy Wig.
Duncan says, you could do similar if you wanted. Duncan, I don't know if I'm that organized. Your plan was so precise that you put out, and so well thought. Incredible. And T says, watching the background, not talking, sorry. Sick, I'm in bed. I'm sorry, T. I reached out to you before the live stream, and I'll try again tomorrow. Michael says, if it was a girl cow, I would name it Mulissa. Mulissa. I like that.
Can I just come in on this real quick? What an amusing idea.
You know what? I didn't think so. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was utterly ridiculous. Utterly.
No, I know. Just try to think of something else to come back at you with.
Okay. Quick says, good luck, Duncan. I just enabled full monetization today. I would totally join your workouts. Specs, have you visited Duncan? He's got amazing workouts.
Visit me. I do amazing workouts too.
You do? Have you watched any of Duncan's videos?
I was in his. I had a look at his channel last night, and I had a look. He's good.
He's one of the top 3 most explosive athletes in the burpee. Top 5. Because I want to add in Eric Lapointe. I don't know if Eric Lapointe realized how explosive he is, but when you watch him do his psycho burpees, amazing. To have that type of explosive control. And Brian Lane, I don't want to leave him out. Brian Lane is incredibly powerful. But Paradox, of course, Tony Han, Duncan Walsh.
I see. Hi, Kathy.
Leo says, he said vegan steak. Rapid. Hey, Specs, congratulations on the full monetization. That's big. Awesome, my friend, and well deserved.
I just got a picture of something, Yogi. You walk into a beautiful restaurant and you're sitting at a table and you got candlelit dinner and you're waiting on your special guest arriving and cow turns up, and both of you are staring at each other, and both of you have got a plate of grass.
That'd be fine with me. I would definitely eat a plate of grass, eat a salad with a cow any day of the week. Hey, Kathy. Hey, guys, I've been out looking for items to sell on eBay. Thought I'd pop in for a few. Thank you. Kathy, I love the direction the channel's taken. And I love the fact that your videos are popping up now on my feed and I get to see them all the time. It used to be I would miss some because they didn't pop up. But now I think I see almost every one. As it says, both of y'all have nice haircuts.
Kathy and
Thank
I
you,
had a
President.
conversation. Kathy and I had a conversation on a call, and I'm hoping she doesn't go to mind me saying. I did ask her a few questions, and she says, "What can you do?" She was looking for direction for a channel. She says, "Well, what are you into?" And she says, "Well, I used to do this and I used to do that." And she says, "I can't do that anymore." She says, "Well, can you knit? Can you crochet?" I said, "No." And she's like, I thought, well, there must be something that you could do in your house.
She's doing lots of pet stuff. Chris says, I'm having right now a fan place chicken. It's delicious. Yep. Every once in a while, I'll get something. As it says,
man.
bald and balding. I'm going to assume that I am the bald one.
You're the yogi one. I'm
Technically,
yogi in training. I'm yogi in training.
Technically, I am balding, but I choose to shave my hair. That I do have.
I'm a yogi in training.
Doesn't take much. Yogi in training means you're a yogi. A yogi is a student of yoga. And yoga is nothing more. It's not the physical asanas. It's watching our thoughts and using our thoughts in a way that benefits our life instead of harming us and harming other people. And you're already doing that, which makes you a yogi. Spec says, thanks, but honestly, I could never have done it on my own. I have a lot of really kind friends that help by watching and supporting. Absolutely. It's the same with me.
Hey, Jamie.
Sniper says, don't forget, those very, very, very small cows over there are in the next field. Chris says, like schnitzel, so it tastes like schnitzel?
I got a joke for you, Yogi.
Spec says, if you're handsome enough, you don't need hair.
That's why I'm ugly.
No such thing as an ugly person. There can be the veneer. There can be the veneer of ugliness that has nothing to do with looks and everything to do with what one is storing in their heart. But as they begin to release that tension that they hold in their heart, their beauty increases tenfold. I think it was, man, who was it? Thomas Merton. If you only realized how beautiful you truly were, you would fall down and worship to yourself. If you realize who you truly were. Think of this. In order for you to be, the entire universe needs to be. Carl Sagan said, in order to make an apple pie from scratch, one must first create a universe. Because you need the universe to get the particles, to get the atoms, to get the molecules, to get the cells, to get the tree, to get the apple. Same thing with everything else. Same thing with you. In order for a Stuart to exist, the entire universe had to come into existence, which makes you indispensable, essential to the universal order. No Stuart, no universe. It's an impossibility. So, can you realize how vital you are? Can you realize how beautiful you have to be? Because you can't be separate. What's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
I've seen a lot of beautiful things.
Name one offhand. Name something beautiful.
I think the sunrise I got when I was out fishing one morning, but I actually stayed out all night to watch the sunrise. That
That
was
would
stunning.
that would not exist without you. And it's not separate from you. You, as the observer, had to be there for that sunrise to exist. You are the creator and part of that beauty. You are the divine artist of the universe itself. Without you, no sunrise. That's how essential and that's how beautiful you are. Not to mention, if you didn't bring meaning to that sunrise, it would be nothing. You brought it into existence.
I'm with you. Here's a joke for you. I'll just say it while you're reading your chat. 39 cows are in a field. Which cow is closest to Saudi Arabia?
I was reading comments, so I'm going to let the chat answer that.
It's for everybody.
We'll see
It's
what they
open to
say.
all.
Mia says, my fish just died. I feed it too much. I'm sorry to hear that, Mia. Michael says, sorry for your loss, Mia. Spec says, oh, Mia, I'm sorry about your fish. One time when I was 3, I let my goldfish baloney and he died. Rest in peace, goldfish. I'm sorry about that, Specs. Mia says, yeah, it's not your fault. No, you're right. Specs says, you're sweet, Mia. Someone says, Mia, I love you. Did anyone answer your question yet?
Nope.
Specs says, shout out to Mia. New kind of friend.
I may have to repeat it.
Our new kind friend. Absolutely.
39 cows in a field. Which cow is closest to Saudi Arabia?
Hey, Jamie. Jamie very kindly says, Mia, it's okay. He didn't mean to. Spec says, you did perfect, Michael. Spec says, yep, we all say things we wish we hadn't. Sometimes I still do, and I'm old. Yeah, me too. Someone says, Mia, sweetie, I'm here for you, honey. What awesome friends, man. Hey, Austin. Austin says, hi, sir, brother.
So, I will say again, since Austin's just came in, he hasn't had the conversation. 39 cows are in a field. Which cow is closest to Saudi Arabia?
Sniper says, Stuart, when you see only the sun come to your feet at the water's edge, should indicate that you're creating everything. Weir says, I have to go. I'm going to eat. Enjoy your meal, Mia. Thanks for coming in. Sorry again about your fish, my friend. Weir says, bye-bye. Bestie. Spec says, Austin, great to see you. Michael says, hey to Austin, buddy. So no one's answered yet. Hey, runner boy.
Michael said none. That's the wrong answer.
Michael said, or I'm sorry, runner boy says, Yogi, I'm thinking about making a anima reaction channel. What do you think? So it would be a second channel. What is anima reaction?
Anime.
Anime.
It's anime. Basically like Pokemon, Naruto. It's Japanese cartoon.
Would be interesting. Do you know how to do that, runner boy? You gonna teach yourself how to do it? Hey, Jacob. How are you, my friend? Someone says, I'll be back. Austin says he's doing good.
The cow. No, the cow's not an arranged marriage. No.
What do you want, kitty?
39 cows are in a field. Which cow is closest to Saudi Arabia?
No idea. Spec says the skinny cow is the closest.
No, it's not. The skinny cow is the closest. Do you want me to tell you the answer?
Sure.
Kuwait.
Who?
Kuwait.
I don't get it.
Right. 39 coos in a field. Coos means cows in a field. Which cow is closest to Saudi Arabia?
Right. I understood that part.
Kuwait.
Right, but I don't understand that one. I understand that it's supposed to sound like Kuwait, but why does it sound like that? Do you guys get it? Michael says, holy cow. Specs says, Anima, that channel sounds odd. Yeah, I probably would not tune in. I probably would not tune into an Anima channel. I don't understand why would it be called Q8 though?
Q8 is like Q8. Q8. 39 cows are in a field. Which one's closest to Saudi Arabia? Q8.
I still don't understand it.
Yogi.
Q8. I don't understand that. I understand the Kuwait, but why is the cow called Q8?
It's called Q8. As in
Q8.
the eighth cow in the field. It's called Q8. You're going to go say Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5,
I don't.
Q6, Q7.
Q8.
Q8. C-O-O-8.
Right.
Q8.
I understand that part, but why was the eighth cow called Q?
Because every Q's called Q.
That's what I don't understand.
Oh, Yogi.
Q8, not Kuwait. I would have said cow 8. Cow 8. The eighth
Here in
cow.
Scotland. Here in Scotland, we don't call cows cows. We call them coos.
All right, so it's probably a hilarious joke in Scotland. In Scotland, it's probably you know what? All of my Scottish friends are cracking up right now. And since right now you're my only Scottish friend, there you go. Spec says a Q8. Q8. I pronounce it Q8. See? Q8.
Oh, Jings.
That's cow, not a see? It's a cow, not a coo.
We call them coos up here.
So how about in America? What if we called them moo moo machines? And I said moo moo machine number 8. Would that have made any sense at all?
No.
You see?
Oh.
Yep, moo ears. See?
What, New Year's Day, is it?
Moo Year's Day. Now that was funny. Moo Year's Day. That was good. What's a cow's favorite holiday? Moo Year's Day. You see? And that's international. I don't need to have a Scottish accent to understand Moo Year's Day. I'm just saying. Move it. Michael says, move it over. Move it over.
Is that a cow's favourite movie today? I have to watch.
You see? Deb says, Yogi, do you like jalapeno poppers? Do you eat cheese? I don't eat cheese.
Well, you eat vegan cheese. You eat vegan cheese.
I do. Well, they have vegan cheese. I've eaten vegan cheese, but I don't eat it. I'm whole foods plant based, meaning all I eat is unprocessed plants. Spec says, Yogi, how do you get an elephant out of Safeway? How?
We had a Safeway across here.
That's my first job was at Safeway. No, my second job was at Safeway.
Safeway's a supermarket.
I was a
We had
bagger.
them.
Till
How
the
do
moose
you
come home.
Safeway?
Cypress says they love to play music on New Year's Day. Milkers. Hey, so Runner Boy, are you serious about starting that channel? He says, what did the cow in bed Squatch say? Move over. Your udders are in my space. Deb says, I would die if I couldn't eat cheese. That was a hard thing to give up. You want to know something? Honestly, though, when I gave up dairy, my running improved drastically because my breathing was so much better. And you don't realize how much it affects your breathing until you're no longer eating dairy. Runner Boy says, yes, I need to look up what equipment I need it for.
Go on, Specs. And there's another one. What's this? What do you call a cow that has seizures? Beef jerky.
Remove the F from safe and the F. Remove the F from safe and the F out of way. Cypher says, coming out of that first hour, this is true. I forgot to take my supplement. I gotta get some water. Once again, Stuart, I need to rely on you to keep the crowd entertained. If you can do that mime routine that you did last night. The man in the box.
No, I'll just do jokes. Go on, skeet.
Dip says, I need calcium. My doctors say for bones. And cheese better than milk, I hear. I think cheese is better than milk, but you can get a lot of broccoli from leafy greens.
More than you do from milk.
And you can get it from broccoli. However, Debs, you do what you need to do to take care of your health and what you enjoy. I would not have it any other way. For me, my mission is never to take enjoyment from people. Music. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
So what do you call a cow taking a nap? Ground beef. Trying to think of jokes here. Got plenty. I said them yesterday, but nobody seemed to have got them. So I'll say it again for people who are new here. You have a red house that's red, a blue house that's blue. And what colour is a greenhouse? Don't you say anything. I know you're back, but I'm asking chat.
Yep. Spick says, right, you can't, there is no F away, the cow's too big. Dee says she loves cheddar cheese.
Cheddar's good.
That was hard to give up.
I love blue cheese.
I used to like blue cheese too.
Well, who's there?
Stuart, knock, knock.
Who's there? Who is at that door?
Someone says, my brother is eating stinky cheese.
Stinky cheese is good.
Some people say the stinkier the cheese, the better.
Well, look at St. Augur. What do you call it? Costello's.
He says, cows go. For you, Stuart. The knock knock joke.
Cows go what?
Cows go who?
Danish Blue. St. Augur. Rockfort. Rockfort's actually better than the two of said, because Rockfort is unpasteurized goat's milk or sheep's milk.
Nice. I used to like goat milk cheese. It was good. Cows go moo. Cows go moo, not who.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Deb says, tea, yep, and white is the best. No dye in it.
I tried a new diet, by the way. I've got a new diet coming up to tell G Smith. I want your input on this. Do I go to the supermarket and buy a bag of dog food and have the dog food biscuits and put them in my pocket? And if I go for a walk, I can occasionally have a dog biscuit. The only problem is I'm scared in case I see a red setter's arse and start sniffing it, and then I get hit by a car while trying to cross a road. I'm scared of that. I'm scared
Or
of
if you hear
that.
someone whistling and you go running after him.
Yeah, I'm scared of that diet.
Or you start shedding all over the bed and Wendy has to chase you off the bed. He says, itching chin, Stuart, stop itching.
I'm not itching. This is now my thinking strategy.
Selma says, knock knock, who's there? Fart who? Beans, musical fruit. The more you eat it, the more you fart.
Here's a question about apples.
Question about what?
Apples. Is apples an ovary?
I'd have to Google that.
Jim Rat.
Hey, Jim Rat. I know. My cat's telling me to go to bed.
But there's also that.
On a serious note, if you were to eat an apple before your biggest meal of the day, it would help you start losing weight.
Really?
Yep. The extra fiber, it would fill you up. You would eat a little bit less. The pectin, which is the fiber, an extremely valuable fiber found only in apples, is a great natural booster of metabolism. So just by eating, if you just did a couple things, if you introduced a green salad, doesn't have to be big, just a green salad, a bowl of greens, in addition to whatever meal you wanted, lunch or dinner. If you had an apple before your largest meal, if you had 1/2 cup serving of your favorite legume, if you had a small serving of nuts, your favorite nut, not a peanut, because we've had this conversation before. Those are actually legumes. These are all things that you add into your diet, and I told you before, you don't need to start taking stuff out. You just add stuff in, and the bad stuff falls out completely on its own.
I love Brazil nuts.
Don't eat too many. You could get by with one Brazil nut a day. They're so packed with selenium. What's that?
I thought it was 3 Brazil nuts a day.
Depends. I have one a day, but I have read you could get by with just eating one a week. It's very potent nut. By the way, apples are not ovaries, but rather the hypanthium, which is a type of accessory tissue. The ovary is the papery core of an apple that contains the seeds. So it has an ovary in it. For those who are wondering why I'm having an extended conversation with Stuart on ovaries, I don't know. How did we ever get started about eating ovaries?
Because you mentioned them. Legumes are also classified as ovaries.
They are.
It's a posh name for them. I've studied that through yogi.
Spec says hi to Silly Jim Rock. Hey, Purple Haze. Do you like BBC? How do you like BBC? We got a what's up, puckerhead? What is a puckerhead? Dip says eating foods who are hitting. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, we will change the subject. Hey, Purple Haze. Let's see, I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone coming in.
Can we help you, Jacory? Jacory, or whatever your name is, been. Can we help you? You must be hurt. Let us heal you. Oh.
Brother Boy says, Stu, you are a lagoon.
Yogi?
What?
I want you to trust me when I say this. Right, so Purple Haze is saying me and Jacob patrol your mama, right? So let me just explain this, right? This is for me. Well, if that's the case that you patrol my mama, is that why that my weenie is the size of a tic tac? Is because is that why your mum's mouth smells so nice? Sorry, Yogi. On you go. It's a tic tac. Yeah, on you go. I thought I'd just clear that one up.
All right. Who's Purple Haze says, me and Jacob, control your mama. Who's Jacob? Someone says we're going to ignore it. Yep, I have no idea what you're talking about, Purple Haze. So, generally, we've talked about this. You and I, Scroll Sniper, Jace, that the best strollers usually should make some kind of sense. I gotta admit that sometimes it's hard to troll me because I don't understand what the message is. So it's hard to troll someone who just doesn't get it. Oh, I did have someone come in today and ask me if I would say Hawk 2. And I said no. I said no because I already have.
On what live? The one that I was doing a workup on?
I think so.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah, so the one I'm doing with Jace.
Deb says come back when you have manners. I generally don't worry about timing anyone out. I'll be honest with you, means absolutely nothing.
There's a limit, because then you got to try and think of your own chat also.
Yeah, but I try to make that point. Corey says, okay, I will stop. Is that I try to make it a priority that we're all in this together. We're all got the same lesson, and that what we're trying to do is make ourselves bulletproof. And if we are always reactive, if we're letting things bother us, little things, they really shouldn't bother us at all, then we're missing the main objective of our practice, of what we're doing. Someone says, guys, ignore haters. Thank you, Summit. He says, Yogi message. Oh, thank you.
I was trying to explain to Yogi, but maybe Yogi's not seeing it the way I'm seeing it.
Right. But that's the thing. That's what I ask people here. Can you, when you come here, can you practice acceptance? And by acceptance, it means sometimes things come up that we don't like. And then when we can do that, think how much easier life is, because we're always presented, we're always given something that we don't like. Oh, I agree with that. Debs. Deb says I can handle that, but not with the ladies here. Yep. T clued me in. Hulk says, okay, guys, we're about to get some burpees in. Have a great workout, Joe. Get the reps, my friend. Huh?
I'm saying, see you later, Joe. Enjoy your workout.
For some reason, my volume's starting to fade again.
That's weird.
Deb says, "Good luck, Joe." And it's like fuzzy. I hear some kind of muffling sound.
Anything now?
It's like a tinging. Can anyone in the chat hear it? Like wind or something, or
I hear nothing.
I'm actually in just a minute, gonna end the live stream. Get ready to go to bed. I was gonna see if Selma wanted to sing a goodnight song. Simpa says, to Corey, do your parents know that you're talking with strangers online? It's a good question. Runner Boy says, I hear it. Yeah. T says, Yogi, we hear a muffling and a mouse squeaking with wind. Kat says, I thought that was someone's tummy rumbling.
I'll jump. See you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Stuart.
No worries.
Let's see. Sniper, okay, buddy, ignore it. Thank you, Selma. Deb says, you have another screen open, Stuart? So, we can't say goodnight.
Hi, I just wanted to come on here and say it, guys, ignore the haters. If it's a haters coming to the chat, just ignore them. Don't respond. Don't pay attention to the haters or anything. Just let it go. Don't even read.
Well, that's excellent advice, Selma. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, Selma, I got 26 thumbs up.
You got 26.
You know what Cat and Jack said?
Yeah.
Give them a finger wag.
To the haters.
To the haters. Give them a finger wag. That'll teach them.
These are one of my haters. No. Do not
there we go, guys.
Do not mess with Yogi or my friends on the chat or me.
Exactly. Thank you, Selma. That set things right. T says, run away the mouse with wind, fall asleep.
And
Go ahead.
haters, I got something for you. Haters, this is for you.
Well, that'll teach them. They definitely will not be coming back after that. That's for sure. Deb says, I ignore until it gets grungy and nasty. Otherwise, I'm fine with most trolling. That I understand. And I had missed the reference that got a little ugly. And he pulled me aside and let me know what was being said. So I apologize for that, guys. Simple says, Selma, well said, but I feel strong enough to find out why they feel sad all the time. I agree. I agree with you, Sniper. Cat and Jack says, Selma. Let's see. Stuart says, Cat and Jack, I gave you a membership for my channel today. Nice. Deb says, nice song. Wasn't she going to sing? I was going to ask her to sing.
Sure. I can sing Spanish song.
Okay.
I have to think of a song.
You could always go back on your fallback song.
Yeah. I could do a mashup.
Hey, have you ever sang "You Are My Sunshine" in Spanish before?
No.
Do you know how to do it?
No.
That would be a fun thing to learn.
Yeah.
I wonder if Puppy Mommy knows how to do that.
Yeah.
You think she does?
Yeah.
Next time she comes in, remind me, and you and I will ask her together.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do your mashup?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me.
Oops, Selma popped out right at the beginning. I hope she can come back. Kat says, thanks, Stuart. Songa says, hi. Hey, Songhill. Welcome back. And let's see. You're most welcome, Cat and Jack. If you like it, maybe you would continue it, but I never force the issue. Well, I'm sorry that Selma got froze from her picture. Yep, her picture's still up. You know what? I don't actually know how to close out someone. So let's see if she'll be able to make it back. Kat says, thanks, Stuart. I am committed to a few. Stuart says, nice, Sam. Thank you. That lamp is probably older than me. Actually, that lamp is most definitely older than me. So are those drapes. One day, if I ever clean out my little office, it's an office / running shoe storage station. Cypher says Aladdin's lamp. Interesting. I have never tried to rub it. Which also means I've never actually dusted it, which isn't a good thing. That's a genie lamp. Well, I hope everything's okay with Selma. I feel bad that she was unable to finish her song. We're going to wrap things up in just a minute. I was hoping she would say goodnight for me because she has the best goodbyes on YouTube, best goodbyes on the internet. Because when she said goodbye, she says that she loves everyone and that I love everyone. It's a beautiful. There she is. She's coming back, I think.
Sorry.
That's okay. Selma, you never have to say you're sorry. To me.
Yeah.
She says,
My my tablet was dying.
gotcha. You want to finish your song?
Yeah. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy, my special friend. You make me happy, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Double tap the screen and like the light. Double tap your screen. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like the diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried the blood away, and the easy beastie spider went up the spout again.
Awesome. That is the Soma mashup, and it gets a ring of the bell. No one does a mashup like Soma does. She knows how to do it, guys. You got a clap from Austin Garrett. He also said, "Sing it." Deb says, "Everyone in the cold parts of the U.S. stay warm." Absolutely. Thank you for that, Soma. Thank you for the song.
You're welcome.
Kat says, "Yay, Soma." Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. T says, "Selma, do you sign with songs? You almost had a Incy Wincy Spider." Sign language. You know how to do some sign language, don't you, Selma?
Yeah.
Can you do a sign for T?
This is the drum. And this is the piano.
Nice.
And this is the guitar.
Cool. Mocha is she's getting her bachelor's degree in American Sign Language and minoring in photography.
I
He
like that.
says, Emin Yogi's, Stuart said, Emin Yogi's head, Yogi's head, Yogi's head, head, Yogi's head, 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 head. What do you think Stuart's trying to say there, Selma?
Stuart is trying to say that you have a bald head.
Is that what he's trying to say? The nerve of the guy. Why, you know what? You know what he deserves, Selma?
A finger wag.
Exactly.
Stuart, this is for you.
You brought it on yourself, Stuart. You brought it on yourself. I didn't want to have to get Selma to bring out the finger wag, but I don't know. What are we gonna do with these people, Selma?
Put them in a zoo.
There you go, guys. T wants to know, can you sign Spider?
Yes. This is how you do it.
Is it? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Stuart wants you to sing the song Zombie from the Cranberries. I'd get a copyright strike, Stuart. Otherwise, Selma and I would sing it together.
Yeah.
Stuart thinks he's shorted from the finger wag, but you know what? Selma's finger wag is so powerful, no one can shield themselves from that.
And I got another finger wag. Stuart.
Ooh. Pretty powerful.
Finger wag at you.
That is the world's smallest but most powerful finger wag of them all. Concentrated power. T says she's going to try to look it up and show Yogi to get Yogi to show you. Nice. Hey, Mason. Mason says, hey. We're
Hi,
wrapping things up. Mason, sorry you came in a little late, my friend. Eric LaPointe. What do we got here with Eric LaPointe? Can you see that emoji, Selma?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
The finger wag.
Ah, the finger wag. So Eric Point is joining in the finger wag to Stuart. We have the combined forces of Selma and Eric LaPointe, which probably makes it like the world's most powerful finger wag. Let's see. Stuart says, no, you clown. Think of the song Zombies. I was doing the chorus from it, but in my own head. Gotcha. Gotcha. So you're saying you don't want to hear me sing it? Eric Point says, yes, it means shh. It means shh. All right. So now my cat is demanding that I go to bed. T says, hi, Eric LP. Dip says, no way I could sing the hi or change notes like that. Hey, you know who sang a good version of that? And guys, don't hate me for this. Miley Cyrus did a great cover of Zombie. I like
And-
Miley Cyrus.
and I can sing Miley Cyrus' song. I can't buy myself flowers. Want my name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours.
Eric Point says she's a great singer.
Mm-hmm.
She is a great singer. And she's not afraid to take chances. And she does great covers of some old songs that some people, her age don't even know who they are. She did a couple great Bob Dylan covers.
Do it.
I don't think Stuart's shield is strong enough to face up to your finger wag, Selma. Deb says her dad's a better singer. I've only heard him do that one song, Debs.
My favorite singer is Shakira. I like Shakira.
Oh, nice. They're pretty sad though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
T says Selma, great singing.
Thank you.
All right. So Selma, I'm gonna wrap it up. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you first off tell Stuart that his shield is not indestructible against your finger wag?
My finger wag is powerful.
It is. Thank you. Deb says his older country, like 80s and 90s. I'll look him up, Deb. Anne, could you tell everyone good night for me, please?
Yeah. Yogi said good night and he loves you. God bless you.
Thank you, Selma. I appreciate that so much. And she's absolutely right. I do love you guys, and God bless you all. Sniper says it's my shield and fart box beats you all. Thank you for the jewel, Eric Lapointe. Awesome.
This is for you, Stuart.
She has an excellent point, Stuart. I think that pretty much. I think that sums up everything. Deb says, "Love you all. Night, night. Good night, Debs, my friend. Coming back to Karma is coming back to you, Selma." Eric Point says, "Damn it, Stuart."
Excuse you, Stuart.
All right. We have farted our way into a good night. I thought you would like that one, Selma. Stuart says to Erica Point, I am indestructible. So, guys, I'm going to see everyone tomorrow. Come around 5 a.m. if you want. We got to figure out a way to get Stuart back to doing burpees. Eric Point says, okay, on that note, good night. Absolutely. Thank you again, Eric. Much appreciated. Stuart, thanks for joining in.
Stuart said unbreakable.
Not against your finger wag, he isn't. Selma, thank you for hanging out with me and for the beautiful song.
You're welcome.
You got to come around tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look for you tomorrow. So, good night, everyone.
Good
night, Selma.
Good night.